Hello and welcome to Super Tips, the only show dedicated to credit union supervisory committees and audit committees. My name is Anson Cooley and I'm the owner and principal of Synergy Credit Union Consulting. Synergy is a full-service consulting firm dedicated specifically to helping credit unions not just survive, but thrive. And to that end, we recently created the only website specifically dedicated to supervisory committees. To learn more, visit CreditUnion.Education. And now let's get started with our episode. Hi, Anson. We're strongly considering outsourcing our internal audit department next year. Can you give us some tips on how to get the most out of the engagement? Thank you for your question. I can absolutely help you. Here are the 3 keys to successfully outsourcing your internal audit function. Number 1, define the relationship. Audit relationships, just like romantic relationships, tend to be defined by expectations and boundaries. Getting these expectations clarified before you begin looking for a firm is extremely important.
And that leads us to our next point, use an internal audit liaison. Here's the thing about credit unions. Volunteers come and go, and volunteers come into your credit union with different skill sets and with different levels of intensity around their volunteer commitment. With that being said, your institution needs an individual independent of management to ensure that your institution is getting the best results at the best cost out of your outsourced internal audit relationship. And lastly, you want to make sure you're comparing apples to apples when you're evaluating proposals from various audit firms. For example, there are firms that will literally pull a school bus up to your credit union and expect you and your staff to train their new hires on the basics on how to audit your institution. You want to do your due diligence to ensure that at a minimum, one of the individuals that was sitting around the table when they were presenting you with the proposal will be involved in ensuring you get the quality that you expected when you signed that engagement letter. Let's do a quick recap. Number 1, define the relationship. Number 2, use an independent internal audit liaison. And number 3, make sure you're comparing apples to apples when evaluating your internal audit engagement proposals. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Super Tips. On the next episodes, we're going to discuss the 3 hats your internal auditor shouldn't wear in your institution.